Right, so would you be in a relationship with someone who has a different religion than you?
I mean, you're only in this world once. We're in 2017. It's not like back in the day. So, yeah, definitely. I mean, especially here in Canada too, right? It's a very multicultural diversity. So, yeah, you want to meet people with different, religion, culture, whatnot. I know it can be a little hard and challenging regarding your family. I mean, accepting and all that, right? Like, for example, me being a Catholic, I know in the past, my parents, not today, but before, if I had brought somebody that was a Christian to my house, they probably would be like, okay, what's going on here, right? And then maybe not be too happy with that, or maybe not even allow me to be with somebody that's Christian. But today, thank you, mom and dad, yeah, they do. So they're more open to it. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys still struggle with that?
I mean, you'd be open, but okay, so just say you're dating someone who was, for example, a Muslim, and they wanted you to put on a headscarf and go to mosque and pray. Would you do that?
I don't know. No, I don't know. I mean, I don't know really a lot about that. Yeah. You see, if they do, then yeah, good for them. I mean, that's them respecting and admiring, appreciating, I guess, like that.
But my thing, are you changing your religion for the God, or are you doing it because you actually believe in that?
That's what I'm saying.
Because if you guys break up, I'm still happy. Are you Muslim? What's,
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I will learn about it. Mm-hmm. See, I mean, if it fits. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna be me, right? Personally, I don't follow any religion myself. So I'm open to learn and I respect it. Oh, that's so funny.
Relationship probably wouldn't get that far anyways, because if you're still gonna be you, then like,
so you just
the relationship won't work. I mean, the guy really was a lot of his relationship.
Yeah, if I got to,
then he would probably, well, Shannon's clearly not for me because she's still doing her thing, and I'm a Muslim and I'm preserved or whatever, right?
Exactly.
So for me, yes, I will date that person, but if I get married,
would you see yourself in a relationship? Because I think when people are dating, they don't really care. Yes. Again, for me, when I understand by the word dating, just having fun. Yes. So the concept of moral values.
So be in a serious relationship.
Yeah. So in a relationship where I could see this leading to marriage. I could see even if you don't believe in marriage, I could see me and this person living together. So now, does that change the whole narrative?
Like, my opinion is to make it easier for everyone. Like, what I think is it's better to stay like with some religion, right? That's what I mix it up. Not because of you too. Like, let's for instance, right now, if you're not having kids, right? On Sunday, you go to take your son to church or your daughter to church. Then on Friday or whatever, he or she goes, the mom to the mosque. Like,
no.
So you know what I mean? So to stop the confusion here, not to confuse yourself, like, why don't you make it easier for you to stay where you are? Don't try to like, not just because of you too, or because of I love you, I love that, whatever. But if you guys gonna have kids in the future, right? Yeah, for that sake, not confuse the kid when they start growing up. Like, on Sunday I'm gonna go to church. On Friday I'm gonna go to mosque with mom. Like, what am I? Or like, what are you guys doing? Yeah. When that person grows up, like, I'll tell you, they gotta pick one side.
Yeah, well, that's why.
You know what I mean? Yeah. They gotta pick who I wanna be. It's either I go with mom's side or that side. So to stop that confusion, right? You might as well stick to your zone, which is Christian or whatever.
So let me ask you a question, because I think that sort of thinking is what perpetuates segregation.
Okay.
Because if this is what you're saying, you're of African descent, right?
Okay.
Let's say,
given your culture and everything that you represent,
Yeah.
someone was to say, it's not okay for you to marry a Spanish person because it makes it easier when people stick to their own country.
No, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're Spanish or whatever you are. If you're Christian,
Right. You should
if
stay with
you're
Christians.
Spanish, right? And you're Christian, and we can roll in. But if you're Spanish or Muslim or whatever you are, but you're not Christian, just like I am, I'm a Christian.
Right.
Now I don't think this can happen because, like I said earlier, right? You're not doing this because, like he mentioned, you guys can get married in the future, right?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
In this case, you're using religion.
Mm-hmm.
And the example I'm giving is given the culture of people.
Mm-hmm.
An African person and maybe a Spanish person.
Yeah.
Two different cultures.
Mm-hmm.
The same sort of factors that you just laid out
Mm-hmm.
could be applied. Given that, I mean, the culture difference is very wide when it comes to.
So I think let me just sort of bring a little clarity here. I think culture and religion are two different things.
Right.
Yes.
So in the standard of culture, it's
Right.
a whole different conversation.
Yes.
That religion has more sensitivity than culture does, I think.
Okay.
So I think people might adapt or adapt to certain cultures freely okay. When it comes to religious adjustment, it doesn't come quite that way. Take for instance, we live in a multicultural society in Canada where we are fusing our cultures. No problem. You could see a non-Caribbean in a Caribana festival next weekend. You could see a non-Latino in a soccer or Latino festival, right? You could see a non-African in Afrofest. So that conjugation, because culture perpetuates arts,
Yes.
so it's different. But when it comes to religion, I'm sure it will be harder for you to see, a non-Christian in a Christian congregation or a non-Jewish in a Jewish congregation. Even a believer in an atheist community. So religion brings a lot of sensitivity. Going back to what you were saying, which I kind of find ironic, is that if you're gonna keep, evolving your religion,
It's not about evolving.
but I mean that was sort of what you said.
Okay.
Because you said you've been in a relationship with others, and you went ahead by giving instances of your family flexibility. So if you're gonna keep evolving yourself to match one partner, I'm sure you might end up touching every religion
Right.
by the time
But that's how you're raised.
So yeah,
You're
you're almost like a religious zombie.
Right. No, that's not
So
acceptable.
back to what Samuel was saying. I think for me, it's easier for me, my opinion. It's easier for me to stick to what I know.
Exactly.
It doesn't even have to be wisdom. Let's say, for instance, an atheist. If I marry an atheist, right? It's already a conjugation of ill mandated feelings. What do I mean?
Because of your religion.
Because yes,
And how your religion perceive.
correct, and how religion perceives man. Because for her, she doesn't believe in anything. So it filters down to even some certain decisions you make in marriage. For instance, a Jehovah's Witness, will have a problem with blood transfusion, as an instance. So it's okay for me to stick to what I know because that is how I am. If I'm a Jehovah's Witness, we have to come to terms with life decisions. So all those things. But so if a Jehovah's Witness marries a Jehovah's Witness, they already have that understanding.
It's a mutual thing.
So they're all coming from the same place of identity. So it's not a problem. But for you to transcend into a different religion, it comes with a lot of conjugated feedbacks. Having said that, I'm a fan of love. I believe I know love transcends all. So if your love is able to withstand those check and balances, fine. But for me, I'm a Christian. I will stick to a Christian because I think it just makes life easier for me.
But how, for example, you asked me if I would be in a relationship with different. Personally, I can't. But We
Some
all
people
have
do it.
choices.
Yeah.
Do I have to give her a choice? I might. I might give her a choice because you know what? Maybe there's something in there that you and I are going to
That's what I was trying to say.
you know, if I like it, I'm willing to change for you.
Right.
Because you can't change me. I have to change for you.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I think I respect someone more if they claim to be whatever and they will not compromise their religion for someone else.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't like when people say, oh, I'm Muslim or I'm Christian, but my girlfriend is Buddhist or whatever.
But
So then how does that, so that means you don't really, I don't want to say you don't really care about your religion, but your religion is not that
Valuable to you.
valuable to you if you can easily go with someone else who doesn't practice the same values and beliefs as you. Because I mean for Christian's sake, you can't serve, we were just talking about that, but you can't serve like two masters.
So if you're committed in your faith, it's a whole different thing. Because I can guarantee you, pick any religion you wanna, anybody who is dedicated to that religion is not shifting ground to go marry another person from that religion. So unless if you are
a lot of it is going to be because of the challenges
yes,
that potentially.
true. So unless you're one of those, who are not really big on your religion, then
You don't care.
you don't think of it. If you're
And not even just the challenges, I feel like it's like if you believe that there is this one God, then that's all you believe. I'm not going to be attracted to somebody who thinks different, right? So it doesn't matter how much the challenge that it would come with. I'm not even thinking about that. Like if you think that there's someone else out there, then I'm not even talking to you at that point.
So as a Jehovah's Witness, will you talk to a Christian who is a Jehovah's Witness?
No.
Well, so if you really like
in
it,
God,
we believe in
I
God.
can like you.
Like, like,
She's not even gonna let it get to the point where she's making attractions for
Which
you.
I can be attracted to.
Yeah,
Obviously, if I think some guy's good looking, I'm like, yeah, you're good looking, but I'm not gonna think about like, hey, I want to marry you.
no,
or I
just
wanna
like that.
have
Like, you get to know him. He's your friend.
He's my friend,
And
yeah.
keep it as friend. You keep it as your friend.
I met you guys out there are my friends. Or I would, if I would
fall in love. How are you not gonna
because I'm not gonna get to that point.
She's not going to allow herself.
yeah, because she already established the prerequisite.
The thing is that like I'm not the type of girl to like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna open my legs for everybody, or like, oh my gosh, this guy is so cute, so I'm just gonna like talk to you after 3 a.m. or go out with you drinking. No, like
Unless if he has 9 zeros in his bank.
no. It's like I'm not, and I feel like we or women shouldn't be like that easy to fall in with anybody just because you know.
What if the person has a Jehovah's Witness? God sent that person to you as your husband.
God wouldn't send me someone who doesn't serve him, so.
Well, you are the one supposed to change that person.
But it's okay. So how it works is that
That's your job from God.
yes, to change, but like.
And maybe
What does that have to do with
and maybe
it?
he's convinced to Jehovah's Witness.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Like,
But that was a groundwork of him. Your belief serving him.
Right, but the person isn't a believer, but maybe
You-
through you,
That's your husband.
this person could
Can be saved.
Through me, right? But that wouldn't even get to that point yet until he is serving and baptized and all that stuff. I'm not gonna.
But you're saying you wouldn't even entertain it from the get-go, from the time that
Right,
one
because-
person is
So what if
so you can never even get to that point with
Entertain. We can still be friends, but there's different
right.
like
the fact that
boundaries. I should
the
say.
person you know that this person is a Jehovah's Witness.
Right.
You wouldn't even allow yourself to even go there with him.
Right.
Right. So
Because we'll just be friends.
right.
This is the problem with a lot of like churches out there. Like a lot of guys or girls go to different churches to find their husband or their wife.
Yeah.
That's
And
the
a
thing.
lot of people do that.
And then-
but that shouldn't be why you're going to
And
church or wherever, mosque or wherever you're going. You should be going for God. And if out of serving him you find someone, then great. Right? I'm not in the religion to find a husband, but I would prefer to find someone who serves the same cause.
Right.
So if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. Well, I guess I'll be single for the rest of my life. If it does, then good. In a relationship, you must talk about things like that, right?
Of course.
So if you don't talk about, religion and all that, then I don't know. I don't find that the relationship is that grounded.
I mean, I understand that. If you're looking at things from the Christian perspective, right?
No, sure. A lot of other religions do that too.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not the
Right. I'm saying like the Christian perspective, nice, based on how we understand it, might see maybe, for example, the practice of other religions as being, you know what I mean, not up to par. You understand what I'm saying? So, like, I understand what you're saying as far as saying sticking to your own cause it makes life much easier, right? But what I was saying, I guess to challenge that was, well, if that's the mindset, then the same sort of ideology could be applied to everything else. Stick to your own because it makes it easier. What I'm trying to say is, see, if that is the mindset, that stick to your own because it makes it easier for everyone else, then we won't see a lot of what we see here in Toronto.
The idea of compromise, because for the greater good, which is love. Again, like I said, culture, personality, have less sensitivity than when it comes to religion. Religion itself is already a big, force to reckon with in society. Religion itself has already come. Religion itself is a problem.
Well, so if it's not culture, then someone might throw in race.
Same thing.
You know what I'm saying? So, and you can't say that religion holds much more sensitivity than race.
Look, I think to me, religion has more sensitivity. Look at it this way. You can be a black man, right? Let's say you believe in God, but you're not a practicing Christian. Let's say you're a Christian, and you meet a white woman. He's like, you know what? I don't really care about religion. You guys can blend and be fine, right? But I guarantee you, if you are a Christian man and you meet a Muslim woman and you get to talking about relationship, bro, it blows up.
Because of what?
Because religion, bro.
Exactly.
Most of the problems in this society right now is because of religion. So religion has much more value, I don't want to say value, but sensitivity than culture.
As a young black man walking down the street, you think the police officer is looking at you and saying, I think he's a Muslim man. I think he's a Hindu. What do you think is the first thing he sees when he sees you walking down the street?
My race. But I guess let's flip that scenario. And we at an airport border, trying to cross the border. And I'm what? I'm a black Christian and you're a black Muslim. Who do you think he's coming?
What is a black Christian look?
I don't know. What do you mean?
Right now, as I know you're a black man who happens to be a Christian. But when you're saying a black, what does a black Christian look like? Right? You could be a Muslim and still wear it.
It could be any religion.
It could be any.
Yeah, it could be any.
If just for the fun of it, they just, whatever, you can do whatever you want to do, but family always gonna make you up here if you guys ever get married or whatever, right? They're gonna pull in your legs. Are you stupid? Why are you gonna be with someone who's a Muslim, someone's a Christian, Hindu, whatnot, right? It's big. It's not just because if it's you two just doing it, your own thing, you can do whatever you want to do. But we are talking about like we're gonna get married sometime in the future. We're gonna have kids. I will tell you, even today, I'm like, don't worry, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna figure it out. When that time comes, trust me, man, you're gonna be fine.
But on the bright side to that, you're raising a child, who has vast knowledge. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh, right?
Yeah.
So out of the abundance of the knowledge, they get to make an informed decision. Most religions tend to be selfish in the sense that they only address things from the way they understand it.
Yeah.
Which might be contrary to what other religions say. I know of a guy, he's a Muslim. He said he's read the Bible 500 times. I'm a Christian, have you read the Bible?
Why do you think he read about that?
Because he wants to understand, right, and make an informed choice. Or I know a lot of Hebrew guys who study the Quran or whatever. Because you get to make an informed choice. And especially if you're living in a global society, you're able to understand the world from a much better perspective. However, it doesn't always work like that.
I think you shouldn't love anybody else more than yourself. Yeah.
Well, you might as well date yourself, because clearly you have a revolution that wants to,
No,
experience
I'm not.
every religion.
Honest, no,
You might as well
I'm
date-
not. That's not what I said.
Right.
That's not what I said. I
Well,
said
so
if I met
convert each
someone.
time that
You know, be a converter.
No.
Okay, you might as well convert YouTube to MP3 and
let's see the movie
You guys.
Hey,
What you
converter.
wearing?
You're already confused. Like, you're already super confused.
I'm not confused. I just believe in God. God is one in the universe, personally. Okay?
God is one.
I respect all religions.
Bro,
I respect all religions. God is in.
What is one?
I mean, what is that? Like, there is
Subtitles.
what pathetic. All of this, in all of this, shouldn't love win?
Yeah.
I'm sure every religion preaches loving thy neighbor, or loving one
Yeah, so
another
that
as
doesn't
much as
mean
you love yourself.
Like it's a universal language.
Language for everyone.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean love one another more than you love me. Like if I was
Yeah.
God.
Anyways, guys,
Yeah.
tell us what you think. Would you be open to being in a relationship with someone who has a different religion?
Yeah, it's 2017.
Drop a comment, like, subscribe,
Yeah.
and follow the links below.